All right, so before we go ahead and get started, I actually remembered something from last week that I wanted to cover with you a little bit, Evan. If you could go ahead and put your saxophone up to playing position as soon as you're good with your papers. Good. Something that I think you could do is almost pull your saxophone down just a little bit. Remember when you're having a hard time getting some of those lower notes out? If you look at my angle, you're kind of out here. Do you feel a little pressure in your bottom teeth when you play? Mm-hmm. No? I think maybe just for today, try and pull your saxophone back just a little bit. It seems a little far forward, which I think might be pinching off your air. So even I can't get a note out at that angle. So maybe just try and pull back a little bit, just for today's lesson, and see if that helps you at all. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to turn to page 49, 6.28. And today we're going to be starting in measure 27 and going to measure 33. Can you tell me two different articulations that you see from there? Good, so from 27 to 33. Can you tell me two different articulations?
I didn't have what that means.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so articulation is how you tongue or articulate. Articulate means to tongue different beats, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what's that symbol?
Slur.
Slur. So what do we do there?
You don't tongue.
You don't tongue. Good. And then what do we see down here?
Normal notes.
Normal notes. Good. So let's go ahead, measure 27 through 33. I just want us to say the note names and finger along. Okay? I'm going to count you in. I'm going to give you one measure, and I want you to say note names and finger along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
With E.
yeah. So okay. So what's our starting pitch?
E.
E.
D. I can't
D.
remember.
No, that's okay. So D. We're starting on D. Here we go. I'll do it with you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and D.
C. C. B. A. G. F sharp. B sharp.
All right. Good. So let's talk about these accidental notes that we see in these measures. What is that accidental? It kind of looks like a sharp, but it's actually not a sharp. It's a natural. Okay, so let me see if I can find you. Here's an example of what a sharp looks like. Okay, do you see the difference? It's kind of similar. What you can think of with a sharp is that it looks like a number sign. If you see both of those little things hang down, those little lines, where with a natural, only one line hangs down. That's how I remembered it when I was your age. Okay, so that's a natural. What about this?
That's a flat.
A flat. Good. Let's try again. Let's go ahead and start in the third measure of your playing. So the last measure of your line. Okay, let's start in that one with the accidentals. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
F natural. B sharp.
B.
B flat.
Good. Good. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
F
F.
natural.
B flat. B flat. F.
G, C, C, G, 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 F.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good with the note names and the fingerings. All right, go ahead and sit up nice and tall for me. Good. Good. Nice posture. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to start from the beginning this time. I want you to just play. Okay, I'm going to give you one measure, and you're coming in measure 27. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 4, 1 and 3. All right, that's all right. Let's go ahead and start that over. You want to try one more time from the top?
Sure.
Let's try it from the top. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and good. Let's just try our starting pitch. What's our starting pitch again?
D.
Good. Go ahead and finger your D. Go ahead. Let me hear it. let's talk about a couple things. Before we start, I want you to take a nice deep breath. Okay, I think I talked about this analogy with you before, but I'll remind you. I want you to think of if you dropped a tennis ball down your throat and it went all the way down into your stomach. Remember that one?
Yeah.
How wide your throat would have to be and relaxed if a big ball was going to go all the way down into your stomach. Okay? So when you take a deep breath, I want you to say, think of it being relaxed and say, help. I'm going to try it, and I want you to just listen, and then I want you to try it. Ready? Try that. Good. That's really good. Really good job. So nice and relaxed. I want you to take a deep breath like that every time we play something. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and take that nice deep breath. Play your D for me. Give me lots of air. Lots of air. Good. That's already a way better sound. All right, so let's take that nice deep breath and play with that good tone as we start this time. All right, going as far as you can up to 33. Here we go, starting on your D. Right here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Try your low F for me. Okay, go ahead. Show me your fingering for low F.
Oh, I was doing it from here on my thing.
There you go. Take a nice deep breath and let me hear that low F. Really, really good sound. Something I want you to also think about is when you're putting your fingers on your keys, the little pad parts of your finger should be touching the white parts of the key. Sometimes I see your fingers like this. Okay, and when you become more advanced of a player, if you're playing something quick, it's not going to be good for you to have your whole finger on the key. Okay, and it's not going to be comfortable on your wrists. So really try to keep the pads of your fingers on the whites of the keys. Okay, let's try one more time with your F. Let me hear your low F. To get a nice deep breath. Remember, help. Breathe in. Great. Can we play the last two measures? Right here, before, sorry, where is this at? Right here, these two measures, starting on your G and your low F. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 2, 3, 4. Good, much better with those low notes. All right, do you have a pencil? If not, I can get you one. What I want you to do really quick is write some counts for me. We're having a little bit of trouble with these dotted rhythms. Do you remember what a dot does to a note?
Makes it like 1 beat longer.
Not 1 beat longer. It makes it half of its value longer. Okay, do you remember back to those worksheets that we did a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
So what's half of a quarter note?
Half note.
That would be double a quarter.
Wait.
Okay, so here, I'm just going to sit next to you for a second. Okay, so if we look here, we have 1 beat, right? And those are 2 what?
2 beats.
Exactly, 2 eighth notes. So a quarter note is 1 beat. So if 2 of those equals 1 beat, then what is half of a quarter note? Really good. So if we were to add an eighth note to that quarter note, could you write in the counts for me?
1 and 2
1 and 2, and then your and comes in on that eighth note. Really good job. So go ahead and write that in here for me. Okay, close. I'm going to fix you really quick. This one gets a whole quarter note plus a half note. I also want you to try something. Let's try and write this up and down. Hopefully it'll be a little less messy. I'm going to write one in for you. Okay? Does that make sense? 1 and 2 and 3. Go ahead and put your and underneath. Good. Can you go ahead and write this in for me? Great, that looks great. So we're just gonna focus on this first measure for time, okay? This is called stacking. Okay, that's when you stack your counts on top of each other. It makes it a little easier to read, okay? So let's just count through this rhythm once, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Close. Good. Can I have you play that for me? Remember, take a nice deep breath. We're starting on that D. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Close. Can we clap it together one more time? I'm going to clap it with you. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Good. Can you try it once on your own? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. Really good. That's awesome. All right, we're going to move on. Really good. We're actually going to close your book. All right, and today we're going to play the A flat concert scale. I'm going to let you look at it once. Okay? We've played this scale before. Okay? So here it is. Can you remind yourself of the accidental that we wrote in last time? B flat. Good. What's our starting pitch? Good. All right, we're going to close this. I just want you to listen to me, okay? Just listen. I'm starting on that F. I'm playing a B flat in there, okay? And I'm just playing a scale. All right, I just want you to listen to me. I'm going to start that one more time. Okay, so I only played one half of that. I want you to listen one more time. Listen for my articulation. Nice, smooth, connected notes. All right, I want you to listen for that this time. Starting on F, playing a B flat. I apologize for my squeak. All right, do you hear that nice, smooth, connected sound? Can you try that for me this time? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Close. Let's go ahead and finger B flat just to remember. The beginning of the scale sounded great. Can you show me your B flat fingering? 1, 2, and that side key. Good. Can you show me an A? And then show me a B flat. A, and then B flat. Good. Something I'm noticing is that when you're not using that B flat key, you're dropping your hand down. So you have to move it all the way up when you play your B flat. I want you to keep it there the whole time. Okay, so see how my hand is just resting next to it? So if I have to use it, all I have to do is move my hand a little bit over rather than up and over. It's going to take too much time. Does that make sense? All right, let's try the whole first half of the scale again. 1 and 2 and big breath. Good, not bad at all. You're playing with nice, smooth, connected notes. I think you could get a better breath at the beginning. Use lots of air so that I hear that really clear tone. Okay? Now I'm going to start at the top of the scale, okay? I'm going to start on my F on top of the staff and come back down. Okay, I just want you to listen for articulation. And listen for my breath. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, can you try that for me? Starting on your higher F on top of the scale. Don't forget your B flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yes, Evan, that's fantastic. Really good job holding out that whole note at the end too. Your tone sounded fantastic. All right, now we're going to play the whole thing. I want you to listen to me one more time. All right, listen for my sound and I want you to match it. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and. right? Again, I apologize for my squeaks. All right? That really smooth, connected sound is what I want to hear. All right, let's go all the way through the scale. Remember, nice big breath. Don't forget your B flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3. All right, pretty good work. All right, besides for a few little notes there, it's good, but you fixed it, and that's what's important. You fixed your mistakes. All right?
I find it like a little bit harder to go up the scale than a B flat because I don't know why, but it's easier to go down because I have to just add
I think it might be because you have to take fingers away to get to C, and when you're coming back down, you're adding them. Okay, and maybe that's just weird for you. Something I would suggest to help with that is play this small, I know you don't have your music out, play a smaller chunk of the scale. Play G, A, B flat over and over again, all right? And that will help you with that, okay? You just kind of work on that fingering and then come back down if you need, all right? We're gonna go ahead and move on to your count rockula now.
Before you start that, do you, just do it a couple times maybe. I mean, you have like 12 minutes if you have enough time.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got to it
Yeah.
because last time we didn't. So
Yeah,
can you try
just
that
for
a
like
few
a
times?
minute or two, and then you can move right on. But that way, you can
Yeah.
help them.
Okay, so Evan, I want you to listen to me once. I'm just gonna play G, A, B flat. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Not in time, you take as much time as you need. I'm just thinking about the fingering, all right? And that's what I want you to try. I want you to just go G, A, B in your own, G, A, B flat in your own time. Good, and before you start this time, and always, I want you to take a nice big deep breath. Good, now this time I want you to go G, A, B flat, C. Good, let's try it one more time. G, A, B flat, C in your own time. Make sure you take that big breath. I want to hear it. Good. Can we try the whole scale going up? Just going up. We'll start on F and go to top F and then we'll be done. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Really, really good, Evan. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
It sounds better. Your tone sounds fantastic today. Okay, and I think moving your saxophone down has actually helped you a little bit. And this big breath, see how much a big breath can help things?
Mhm.
Good. I'm proud of you. Go ahead and take out your count rockula.
I'm not good, very good. So
That's okay. That's why we're here. I'm here to work on it with you so we can get better. We're going to start at measure 25 today. So here we go. You have 2 measures of rest. So we're not going to worry about that. All right. We're going to start at measure 27 and 28. That's going to be our first focus. Okay? Can you go ahead and write in the counts for those 2 measures for me? You can use that stack counting where it applies, but when you have your 8th notes, it doesn't. So. Yep. There's going to be no stacking in this measure. Just that measure. Sorry if I confused you. So just go ahead and write them across. All right, we're very close. Okay, so this is your 1. How many beats does an 8th note get? Half. Good, so your 1 is your half. Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm just going to erase a little bit. Okay? So if this is your 1, this one gets how many 8th notes worth? 2. Good. So you need to put 2 there. So that would be your, so if this is your 1, where does your and go? And 2. Switch those for me. where's your 2 and go? So we forgot our 2 and. Where does our 2 and go? There's only one place for it to go, right? So right above this note. Yep, you don't need an extra 2 though. Just your and. Okay? Just your and then your 3 and 4 and right here. Just go ahead and write that in for me. Alright, great job. We're just going to clap out these 2 measures. Alright, no saxophone, just clapping. Okay? I'm going to count you in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good, so what kind of notes are these?
These?
These ones.
8 notes.
8th notes, good. So how many 8th notes do you have per quarter note?
2s.
Good, so if this is our quarter note, dot, 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 those are your 8th notes. Does that make sense? Good, so we're going to clap out this measure and this measure. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3, 4. All right, I'm going to clap it with you this time. I think you could be a little more confident. Why I'm going to clap with you is I want you to match my sound of clapping. Okay, I hear this when you clap. I want to hear loud claps. All right, so match my sound with claps, okay? I want you watching the music though. I want you clapping this rhythm, but listening for the sound of my claps to match the sound. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, even though there's slurs there, those are 2 different notes, so let's go ahead and clap all of them. Let's do it one more time, just clapping. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. You're doing a great job with that measure. Alright, can we say the note names and finger along this time? I know sometimes that's a little challenging, but I know you can do it. Alright, let's just say note names and finger along. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's go slower. Okay, let's stay a little slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's just go ahead and say, we don't need to do it in time. Let's just go ahead and finger along and say our note names. Okay, so just in your own time, go ahead. So you have D, and then what?
B sharp.
Remember, we talked about this one, what? B flat. Good. Then?
B natural.
Good. Then?
D.
Then?
D.
Okay.
D.
Good. And then for E, yep, you want to make sure that finger's down with it. And then your octave key. Good. Then? Good.
B. B. A. G sharp.
G sharp. Good. You know how to play G sharp? Can you show me the fingering? Good. So we don't need any of those notes down there. Alright? If you look at me, it's just this pinky key. Right on top. Good. And hold your saxophone up nice and tall so I can see those fingers. Good. Let's just play your G sharp. I'm going to play it for you. This is what it sounds like. And then I want you to play it, okay? Go ahead and match that. You know what I liked? You took a big breath and I didn't have to ask you. That's awesome. Okay? Good. Let's try and play these 2 measures. I'm sorry. These 2 measures, okay? I'm going to count you in. We can go a little slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Let's start one more time. What's our starting note here?
Oh, playing with this.
Yep, both of those measures. Sorry if I was unclear. Let's start on this measure. What's your starting note?
D.
D. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 measure at a time. Alright, we're just going to start with this measure. Let's start with our first 2 beats. D, D, B flat, B natural. So, D, D, B flat, B natural. It's kind of hard to say that at the time. Okay? I'm going to play it for you once. I just want you to listen. Okay? I want you to listen for my sound. Okay? And I want you to match that. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's tricky. I'm gonna give you that, but I know you can do it. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Okay, not bad. There's a couple extra notes in there, but that's way, way better. Okay, let's try this measure. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty close. Let's try it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay? Let's try it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. So remember our counting right here? 1 and 2. Da, da. 1 and. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. That's a lot closer. All right, and how many counts do we hold a half note for? No, I think you held it a little too long actually. So just 2 beats on that. All right, can we put both of those 2 measures together? Okay, we're gonna go a little slow. Listen for my tempo, take a deep breath. What's our starting note? Good. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try one more time. Take a nice deep breath on 4 and that's gonna help you. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Alright, so our rhythm's just a little off with our tempo. Alright, that's okay. I'm going to play it once for you, and I want you to listen. I want you to match my sound. Okay? Just listening. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and then don't forget your B natural there. Alright, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Close. Okay? Let's go ahead and let's move on to measure 30, 31. Okay? Oh, we forgot 29. We're going to do 29, 30, and 31. Okay? Can I just have you do note names and finger along? Alright, I'm going to give you 4 and then you're in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
A, B, A, G sharp, F, E.
Good. So those are our note names. Now let's go ahead and clap the rhythm. Okay? Let's just no saxophone, just clapping in time. Just those 3 measures, 29, 30, and 31. All right? What are we doing on beat 1 of 29?
Resting.
Resting. So no claps. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Rest. Rest. 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2. Good. Not bad. All right. Can we try and play it? Starting at 29. What's our starting note?
A.
Good. Can you finger A for me? Let me see it. Great. And remember to keep the pads of your fingers on the keys instead of your knuckles. It's going to help you a lot. All right. Let's start at 29. Remember to rest on beat 1. Take a deep breath on 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Breathe. Rest. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's try one more time. Starting in measure 29. Let's just play measure 29 and 30. I know there's a page jump. Is that tricky for you? Okay. Let's try it one more time. 29 and 30. Just these 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. Rest. right, and I know that's tricky. That's our G sharp. Can you show me G sharp that we worked on earlier? Let me hear it. Really good. Much better on that fingering. I think we just got a little cautious about it. We didn't want to play it. Can I just hear this measure? Ready? I'll count you in. We're resting on 1. Take a deep breath on 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Rest. One more time. Make sure you rest on 1. You ready? We're almost done. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. Yep, and then don't forget to go down to your G sharp.
Yeah,
All right, here's where we're going to end our lesson today. Let me see good posture. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to hear the best G sharp you can play me.
Oh,
Don't get nervous.
I played octave.
Yep, no octave key. Take a deep breath. Let me hear the best G you can. All right. Really nice job today, Evan. Your tone improved so much throughout today's lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for working hard, all right? And we're going to keep working on these rhythms. All right, but at least we got a couple of those tricky measures figured out. All right? Really good job today. Don't forget about that breathing though. All right? I want you to breathe like that when you're in band, when you're practicing at home, because it makes a huge difference in your sound. Okay, and I hope you can hear that. All right? Good job, Evan. Thanks.